Before I start this story, I want to ask you something. Have you ever looked at something old, something worn out, and thought it had no value left? Something most people would throw away without thinking twice? Now imagine, the same thing could save someone's life. If you have ever believed small things do not matter, this story is for you. Listen carefully. This matters. There was once a man who lived a stable and comfortable life. He had a respectful job, a secure future, and the kind of routine most people never question. He was educated, settled, and doing what society would call enough. From the outside, his life made sense. It was safe, predictable, and ordinary. He could have stayed there. He could have continued living a comfortable life, watching the world from a distance, never stepping outside what was expected of him. But sometimes, life changes a person through a single moment, a single truth, and a single sentence that refuses to leave you. For him, that moment came through a conversation in Delhi. He met a man whose job was to collect unidentified dead bodies. It was the kind of work most people never think about, the kind of work society ignores even though it exists at the edge of our comfort. During that conversation, the man said something that changed everything. He said, "In winter, my job becomes easier." At first, it sounded impossible. How could a job like that ever become easier? Then came the answer. In winter, most people die. Not because of war, not because of disease, or not because of disaster. They died because they were cold, because they had no clothes. That one statement changed the way he saw the world. In that moment, cloth was no longer just cloth. It was just fabric. It was warmth. It was survival. And it was dignity. And once he understood that, he could no longer look away. He could not return to comfort with the same eyes. So, he left behind the life he knew. He stepped away from certainty. He walked away from stability. There was no funding, no powerful support, no grand system waiting to help him. Only one small room, a few old clothes, and an idea most people dismissed. To many people, it sounded too small to matter, too simple to create change, too ordinary to solve anything real. People doubted him. They questioned the idea. They could not understand how something as ordinary as clothes could become a force for change. But where others saw waste, he saw value. Where others saw charity, he saw dignity. That difference changed everything. He began with almost nothing, collecting old clothes, sorting them, carrying them, trying to build not just a system of giving, but a new way of thinking. It was difficult, it was slow, and it was uncertain. But he continued, because some ideas do not begin loudly, they begin quietly. They begin with one person choosing to see differently, and slowly, the choice became something larger. It became a Goonj, not simply an organization, not merely a charity, but a different idea of what help could be. He did not believe people needed pity. He believed they needed dignity. So, he changed the model. Instead of giving clothes as charity, he turned them into a value, into an exchange, and into a dignity. Rural communities worked. They repaired roads and they dug wells. They built what their village needed. And in return, they received clothes, tools, daily essentials, and respect. Not sympathy. It's only a respect. That was the difference. He transformed cloth into currency. He transformed waste into value. He transformed giving into dignity. What began in one small room grew into something that reached across India. It touched villages. It improved lives. It changed the way people understood help. His work was not powerful because it was large. It was powerful because it changed the meaning of something ordinary. His name is Anshu Gupta, founder of Goonj, Raman Magsaysay Award, Ashoka Fellow, Schwab Foundation Social Entrepreneur of the Year. But his greatest achievement was not the awards he received. It was changing how people think about dignity. He proved that meaningful change does not always begin with money. Sometimes it begins when someone chooses to see value where the world sees none. One day, this will all make sense. Now ask yourself, what are you calling useless today that could become someone else's survival tomorrow? If you like this video, please like the video and share your opinion in comment section. Share this video to the person who may need this now, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.